Welcome back to Exposure on this special episode coming from my home here in Perrysburg. We're getting ready to talk to a couple other people that are in their homes during this quarantine about a movie that's been released and it's streaming right now. It's Wes Allen and his son Cash Allen. Guys, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, the movie is Powerbomb. We were at the premiere at the Maumee Indoor Theater, which was last year, and now that movie is streaming. For those who don't know, tell us a little bit about Powerbomb and where they can find it.
Yeah, absolutely. Powerbomb is an independent film. It's set in the world of independent wrestling. It's about an independent wrestler played by Matt Cross, who is teetering on that line of whether or not he should leave that industry and commit to his family. His wife, played by Ronnie Jonah, his son played by Cash. And he has a chance encounter with a fan who doesn't see the world through the clearest of eyes, and decides he's going to fix and save his favorite wrestler by drugging and kidnapping him. It's a bit of a black comedy, like a dark comedy thriller horror movie. And it's we filmed it in Cleveland about 3 years ago, and went through the whole process. It is distributed through Indican and Lionsgate, and you can currently watch the movie on Amazon Prime, on iTunes, on Vudu, on Comcast. Basically anywhere you can stream a movie, you're able to purchase or rent it right now.
I've heard enough talk. It's time to fight. Let's go!
I swear I've met people like that before, and that never gone that far, but definitely met these hardcore wrestling fans. Are you guys big wrestling fans?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
We and that's kind of where, I mean, the film kind of stems from that. It stems from the fact that, like, you know, a lot of our friends and the people we work with are musicians and filmmakers and actors, actresses, comedians, and independent wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And we, when I came up with the story concept and went to the writers and directors of the film, BJ Colangelo and Zach Showalter, we put it together with the idea in mind that, like, we were all collectively, all these people from these various independent art forums, we're all wrestling fans. The majority of people have a concept of wrestling that it's, they just think of the WWE. Their first thought is usually The Rock or Hulk Hogan or John Cena. And the reality is, like, the independent wrestling landscape is a much different one. It's similar to comedy. It's similar to independent film, independent music, in that these guys these men and women are out there doing it on their own. This is their art form. It's their platform. And as wrestling fans, we kind of wanted to combine all those things we loved of independent wrestling and exploitation films, and kind of mash it all together. And that's what became Powerbomb.
Cash, how old are you?
13.
13?
Yeah.
So when did you start acting, and what really drew you to it?
I started a couple of years back. I was maybe 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And I liked being on a set right away because it was around people that I've always known. It was just always really fun. So that's when I just started really getting into it, and now I'm here.
Is the Allen household, like, very, I want to say, like, artistic, or like movie references thrown around? I mean, obviously you said you're wrestling fans, music oriented.
Yeah. There's a lot. We're huge film fans. That is kind of our world. So I mean, a lot of the artwork in the house is film-based artwork. And in all honesty, Cash kind of fell into movies because we needed a kid for something I was producing, and I was like, we don't have to, we're not have to pay him.
Yeah. Now he might have a career out of it. You never know.
Exactly. And I would say he got bit by the bug right away.
How have you guys been using these, sort of creative genes to pass the time during quarantine? Are you guys making movies? Are you doing videos? Anything like that?
Yeah. So my wife and I have a podcast called Why Did We Ever Meet? And it's you can find it in all your podcast outlets. It was pitched to us as they wanted us to do a podcast about our family. And we did that, and the kids, I mean, by proxy of just being in the house, have been involved. And he actually closes the show every week because he plays ukulele.
Yeah, somehow we found each other like strangers, you and I.
We have a like our Instagram account, which is Why Did We Ever Meet? We've been using that to do everything from just random videos to like taste testing weird food and candy, just stuff to pass the time, basically.
I love it. I love it. Well, once again, Powerbomb is streaming pretty much anywhere where you can find movies streaming. And since we mentioned it, we may as well plug it again. What's the name of the podcast?
Our podcast is called Why Did We Ever Meet? It's available on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, anywhere you can find podcasts.
Awesome. We'll look for it.